Before I start, I'd like to correct two things which were mentioned here today. In my little English, before ke qala ho bua ka life ya ka le Chippa, Alex Chakwane and Dr. Kumalo, I want to correct the character assassination they attacked me this morning. But before I start, I would like to invite a very important person who invited me to come and see this young boy playing. Alai Kheswan Vilagazi, he invited me to come and see Chippa Masinga. You see, this is how Chippa would have loved. He loved music. He was a big fan of music. And we're not here to bury Chippa Masinga. We're here to celebrate him. So, like Alex said, it should be music all the way. Let us be happy. He's done his part, he's run his race. I'm going back to correcting Alex Chakwane. I won't feel good if I go back to Joburg without correcting him. Alex, I want to take you back. Cosmos has been a development team for Mamelodi Sundowns. That's number one. You never had players. You were always stealing from me. You and Screamer. I want to start with the first player I picked up here, which was William Makandeni Zondi. I also groomed your coach, that is West now, Peter Musimani, started here. So far you have nothing of your own. You are Mamelodi Sundowns Cosmos. The first incident was when you and Screamer and Zola Mahobe, you wanted to buy William Zondi and Peter Musimani. So Alex, what happened now, I must tell you the true story. Forget that I gave Flamingo 15,000, forget that. That's business, it's business. You know, we negotiate, and I negotiated 15,000. I was like a tough lad, you know. So I want to say to you now, you and Screamer and Zola Mahobe, you met me at a hotel in downtown. You wanted William Zondi and Peter Musimani. And the house, I didn't want to sell Peter and William Zondi. But as you know, Chaleteke is Satan. So I went to them. We sat at an expensive restaurant. They bought drinks. And there was a drink in the Zola in Alemolo Hudim. I could say by Bitzan. So Ababutan Nazola Mahobe Robata and carry orange juice are yes, Sletlapia Sokola, Pasapuzama orange juice Laban. Was cream about sorry, to Ranze. Nagabata juice, Timiaga, never to Jim. So Bamplelo Robert La player tete paid. Kau kwata. Karno. Mfuna 120,000. Katoela li juice card. Marigia wana huna li briefcase mole. Moma utonga screamer, huna li briefcase. So nakia, hake to Alex no boy am choman boy. Uto funa mali kere 120,000. Zola no. Nirna na utoba 140, so retlansa 20. Karana amma. ka batla o hana ke batla o change mind ya gore le ske la insa yona e tshimo batho ba ne ke sa ba tshepe batho ba ke ditsotsi batho ba bolo ka re no screamer tshwarang tšhelete beke le ye le nna ke be ke fihle koloing ya ka ba ka ntshwara mo tseleng mo nna se ke le file di-clearance ba nrope gante ke batho ba lona nkgapeng ke be ke kene koloing yaka le eme ke be ke start ke kenye o drive ba ka se ntshwara go etsala jwalo he ka rekisa di-players tsaka ka shortfalla ka 20,000 so ha ya ho Masinga ne se ke le bohlalenyana kaya who the Croc brothers ka re make an offer sekgowa ka re make an offer a ke re jwane ke bua le makgowa make an offer makgowa is a offer nna ka sekgowa sa ka se sa bantu education I want to tell you now if you sell Masinga I retain 15%. I can tell them all on to the son retain yen ke kremme ka be ka fitla meeting if they change the meeting anyane retain I see yone ke lo e bitsa still ke retain the Croc brothers tsa dumela so le tsona ke di ropile Alex go bane ke bohlale so every time ha move shem cosmos ne thola bikinyana so I wanted to correct that one. The last one, Dr. Kumar. Yes, when this gentleman introduced Chippa, same place here. Normally, because sometimes when these players see me, they over-exaggerate and they can't play proper. Because Babato who proven, so I just hide myself and let the boy be free. Yes, I came with Gesont here, but before Chippa, I'd already signed Gesont Eric September from this town. I took them to Joburg. I went to see them play Komtat, and I signed them. The week I came to fetch them, doctor, all right, Chippa beanga yakulap. Abantu bebafaka makalanyana la. Those who were causing problems for me with the police was this one and Eric September. They forgot to switch off these lama helmet. They forgot to switch off. Now everybody was team pride on me. And when I look back, Gabona makalanyana ile bright ile onamo. Angazi bizwana lento yini makarapa ya ngumuntu omdala phela manje so ngabaqela ngathi hey bebasebenza mine omunye wabo bekasebenza ngaphansi omunye telepetrol ngathi hey bafana bakithi sethe Joburg switch off le igqokozini buzz keeper Chippa I got him here when I first saw Chippa play when he was warming up, I called Gesont. I said, come here. Gesont. Chippa was tall, skinny, very skinny, tackling the way he runs. And Gesont said, yeah, Brajay, Gesont. Full tank of Jozu. I think ke 500 rand ka re lokiso ba khutlela morao ona jwalo motho a ka se bapale bolo mokana man. Within 5 minutes Chippa controlled the ball. Within 5 minutes I said to Gesont, I apologize. That's how I signed Chippa. Somebody spoke about Chippa saying it's arrogant. The players who played for me are always arrogant. Arrogant. I'm arrogant as well. I don't beg when I'm right. I don't pull punches when I'm right. If you can see Pizzo, exactly as fat as it's a cosmos. Pizzo is arrogant to the West, to Fitilan is more arrogant than He speaks his mind. I speak my mind. My players, all of them, speak their mind. And Chippa was like that. Very, very strong character. I remember him very well when they were being booed, when they were booing him in the national team. And I used to have a father-coach friend relationship with my players. Even after they've left, even after they've retired, we kept that relationship going. They would come to me and say, hey, it's difficult to play for a national team. Hey, bari bua mo le braje man. Bari bua. And I said to Chippa, Vamutsiba Jesu. I said, yeah. Kimwana ma. Arikwa mutim. Karwen tswekima. Kim melintat. Ara honse kimoya. Karwena wense kim melintat. Aria. Kar, what do you expect? If Babua mwana wa mudimu bamurekisa bamukenya sifapano wena uyingu wena muthu wenseng ke batho ba babedi. You can ask those Kaizer Chiefs supporters when they play Pirates, the person they were booing, even when I was warming up, was me. They were scared. They were scared of me. I said, Chippa, those people who are booing you are jealous because their children themselves can't play for the national team. Go out there and score goals and shut them up. Yes. Exactly, he was doing that. I remember the first game when I played him against Orlando Pirates, Orlando Stadium. Liana mara na utila huluma, na utila huluma. Karo ya na Chippa, Kenya trek suit san. Ukwale mautu, udule benching, adula benching. Kitse hagera my lo warm up. Arbraje, can say buru kar no. Sing on that one, I'm a pay. Chase a pay, I saw cheese. I saw cheese. Put a fella like a speed to announce every hook. I don't know what wanted to repeat our move to a Kenya prayer. Chipa warm up, chase a Karishisani, Nipali Pepala, Kelapazonke. It's a heart. Have it a mocha, Kumramasation Fanagate. And Sabruka speech, Chipa, Oscaruma, Yamela, little African. Ah, pray from Hutis Samra, about say about you. But what an age almost a chance I abused, eh? We have fallen to abuse again. Chipa utoba tu abare na ke abuse the players Kenya wanomnyane o tile ngomkana kare go out there and score a goal for me. It was 0-0 against Pirates. I was still playing on that day. I was not in a good mood. Kilega by benching. So normally nobody I'm not to Kenya benching because Kenya benching and Program director, you'll forgive me. Soccer players do it for 90 minutes. 45 minutes, drink water. 45 minutes, drink water. If it's not nice, extra time. If it's not nice, penalties. So you'll forgive me. I'll take a little bit of your time. Thank you. Chippa. Hey. First touch. And don't be your husband. First touch in the professional football. I will never forget that for the rest of my life. First touch, the ball was played far post by August Makalakalan. And he came, he went up, and he stood there in the air. Magase moyeni ngithukile ngithi hey idefender yePirates maye ngamchayisa lo muntu. No. Walithi ngekhanda enethi. Ngathi hey thatiyadlala lento. That was his first touch, first goal, and he made his name. And he became a superstar. I want to share with you 3 moments. Me, I talk football. I don't talk anything else. My religion is soccer. That's it. I don't know anything except soccer and business. That's all I know. It was some year ago. I don't want to mention the name. I was banned. As you know, I was a troublemaker. I was outspoken. When you speak the truth, you don't have friends. I was one of them. So I was outspoken in football. I fought the biggest hierarchy of football against wrongdoings. I was expelled. I was banned. I was kicked out of football. And I was left with one game, one game, and the hierarchy said, play this last game and you go. That's me finished. It was decided. Meaning Cosmos, the juniors, everybody must go. I didn't mind. I said, let's fulfill the fixture. We'll go and play. But the problem was, Bobby, the problem was, Kaizer Chiefs needed 1 point to win the league. 1 point, Kaizer Chiefs. Number 2 was Orlando Pirates. And Pirates again. And Pirates, the last game was Jomo Cosmos Football Club. Yes. And Pirates needed 3 points. Obviously, you don't need a rocket scientist. Obviously, you look at that division or Pirates win, a Chiefs anyway. But what happened? Why I raised this issue? I dropped everybody. I was still playing, and still playing very good. Very, very good, make no mistake. And I said to the first team, August Makalakalani, Eugene Zwane, what a team, Thomas Madikhachi, Eric September. It was a team and a half. And if they are here, I would like them to come and say goodbye to Chippa. That team was the best Cosmos team ever. So I decided to drop everybody for the sake of Orlando Pirates. The Pirates is home, and that cannot change because my father was there, I was there, my brother was there. So what happened? I played the reserve team. Eugene, Jomo, Nginbonile, Ozan Matot. Or nifuna ma-signing on fee. Hayi nasemncwabeni nifuna ama-signing on fee. Hayi Uzanman. So when the whole team was seated upstairs, when they were seated upstairs, and all of a sudden I was also seated upstairs, the reserve team was changing. Thank you guys. The reserve team was changing. It's just 5 minutes. You can go. The reserve team was changing. Chippa came running downstairs. He was also not playing. He said, Bro Jay, I'm a Pirates, Ulukile, Kitimia Haluna, Mare, Martella Hampima. Kirbain Saint John Fanagit. Arbatua, Paridin just said it's a my leaky. How? Area official say to the Buajala. Come, bro. Come. No signing on fee. You have a contract in your hand. Yes. No. Chippa atlar no brache arkene ngrabapale. Karosho areas. So what I did, kabitsa group ya udimu kwa. Ene ki tseska bapala first team ya ka e ne bapala ho. Kabitsa le ba ka re change hang ho kena rona jwano. But wa ba Pirates ba bua mnat this official tsepedi. Aba bua mnat. Hey. But then but wa Pirates. Raba 5-1, Kaizer Chiefs win a trophy. And on that day, Chippa scored 3. And all the 3 goals were created by me. So, few other things I've corrected. Chippa moved to Joburg. Kabafumanela ntlo komme o mong ba re ke magadi amuva le bona bo majans hayi ska bona motho le mokana ona na no sina batho mo no sina batho nix ba kena sekolo se seng ka ba kenya ko sekolong se seng ko Matseke ra forja certificate tsa ba bang mo nka se bui mo ra etsa botsotsi ra etsa certificate gore ba pasitse ba sa pasa nix ka no bua le trot ne le teacher mo golo mo le Matseke kare trapaton ka o kopa mfowethu o ska sheba certificates wena sheba o di mo shebe le bitso mo kenye classeng bafana ba batla o thusa ba obane sekolo sa bo doctor ne se wida di trophy all the time ko Soweto taliwonga ya bo doctor intse iketsetsa Soweto ka ro trot batla o thusa ba are what about the trot kar ba tloele ba kene sekolo trot ba tloele ba kena sekolo man ko di finaling before the exams ba shapa ear doctor Kimil Cup ne yeah ba shapa doctor kuma lo sekolo sa yena 42 yeah Cosmos ina le 6 mo ba tsena sekolo hey ba ilongola di exam ay bangola sa khutla di results ay trotika kokota usenko Orlando East Jomo uthere envelope ke re no to ask re bua ko ntlung man ba ke batle family ya ka utlo a re kolong ra ya kolong hey a re sheba di results mo una lo totsi note ka bible ka bible note a o tsebe lo ngola hore Jesu ke ngwana mang ka utlwela le trot ka ra re ba ntse ka ofela sekolo ra ba ntse ka ofela ba ka o ba le trot na tshile ro jwa ke msebetsi hore Jomo a o thatela abantu bakho manje hayi ka re ya mara ba win sitse World Cup why ba twele man ba or ba demote ara go demote sekolong wa promote ka ro but all in all I want to say to these guys, thank you very much, you know, for what you are and for what you made this guy to be. You know. In the national team in 1996, I will say it now openly in front of them. I was in the national team. I'm glad he's here. I'm glad Doctor is here. I was a technical director. As I told you, very arrogant. I'm very arrogant and proud. Very proud person, but very humble person. We lost to Egypt. I left the national team. I went home. I said, I'm not a ball boy for anybody. If I'm a technical director, if I can't contribute, don't call me. That's me. Don't call me. If I can't contribute in meetings, don't appoint me. Because I don't want to go there and sit and say, yes, let me take you to the yes. I'm not a yes man for anybody. So as a technical director, I have to have a say. If I don't have a say, I go. And I left. These guys, after they lost to Egypt, which has been a hidden secret, now I'm revealing it because it's sleeping here. Mark Fish and them decided to, and Lucas and Dr. Ramatisele, they came to my house and said, no, come and help. When we played Ghana, it was Ghana. Me and the coach had an understanding. You call the team, I do the tactics. And I want it to be known today. And the players are here. When I was doing the team talk, the first person I attacked was Dr. Khumalo in my team talk. I said, Dr. Khumalo, if I was the coach, I wouldn't play you. They were all there. I said, if I was a coach, I would never play you. But you can make us win this trophy, you, Dr. Khumalo, if you play the way I'm going to tell you to play. The way I tell you to play. There was a right back, Amakwa, who was giving all the countries a lot of problems, who was going forward. I said to him, Doctor, for you to turn the corner in this Africa Cup of Nations, you go and play left wing. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Eh? I said, you go and play left wing. Every time Amakwa comes, you stay there. And every time we win the ball here, we play him. He's here. If I'm lying, you can say it. I say, stay behind him. Don't chase him to a point. And leave him, let him go. Amakwa went. And Doctor stayed. I said, every time you get a ball, play to Doctor. We got it, we played to Doctor, we scored. Second one, we got it, we played to Doctor, we scored. And we won. And he's here today, he can tell you exactly what I said. And I said, Mr. Williams, stay in the box. Because Ghana were too good. Ghana were too good. The combination between these two guys, Mark Williams and him, is the best combination South Africa has ever had. They will never have another combination. These were the two deadliest strikers I've worked with, two of the deadliest. And unfortunately, or fortunately, both are Cosmos players. Even Mark Williams is a Cosmos player. He was trained by me. Both of them were unbelievable. Dr. Khumalo was unbelievable from the Ghana game, he can tell you. Because that time I felt they needed a kick in the ass. They needed somebody who's brave, who doesn't care about the name, who doesn't care who you are, who will say, do this. And they were brilliant. They did exactly what we asked them to do. If you look at the midfield, Linda Buthelezi, they say I teach players to kick. But you have a trophy. Linda was kicking, but you have a trophy. We have Andrew Rabuta. Yes, Andrew was kicking, but he took it to the final in Burkina Faso. You know, so maybe we should win South Africa, Bafana, Dr. Denny Jordan. Maybe you need another Andrew Rabuta or Linda Buthelezi. Maybe. I don't know. But this boy who's sleeping here, I put so much time. People like Black Sunday. I put so much time on my players. They eat in my house. You people don't know. Alex is crying for 15,000. Come on. I was very, very close to my player. Even now, we're still close, we're still friends. But this guy, when I heard he's passed away, it was a blow for me because I got Chippa, I was 18 years old. 17, he was 17. And I played him in the professional soccer league. You know, I listened to his son. I listened to you, son, talking about your dad. I saw a trophy here. Who stole it? I won't tell you. 5 minutes, I'm finished now. But I think I have a right, you know, because I made his life. You see, this boot, it's a very controversial boot. When I saw it, I was touched. We played a BP top 8, and Chippa was a top goal scorer. He scored 8 goals. And in the final, we lost to Kaizer Chiefs, 4-3. And who scored 3? Masinga again. And A. Abdul Bamji, decided to stand in the podium and say, with due respect to Bobby and Kaizer Chiefs, and he said, Fanny Madida is man of the match. I took the podium. I said, "You are a crook. We are a crook." They said, "Why you say that to Mr. Bamji? Is powerful." I said, "Powerful where? Only God is powerful. But he's a crook, this man." And they say, "Why?" I say, "Because how can you be man of the match, man of the tournament, scoring 2 goals, and the guy who scores 8 is not man of the tournament?" And I said, "I think the journalists were not party to this." The following day, it was reversed. The journalist said, "We never voted. We voted for Masinga." And I'm happy to see this. I had his son now, a little bit touched, talking about Hall of Fame. Really, did we have to wait for him to die to win the Hall of Fame? Must we wait for people to die? And then we put them in the Hall of Fame. I'll be a pain in the neck for you, Dr. Dennis Jordan. I know you're a reasonable man. Chippa should be put in the Hall of Fame tomorrow. Tomorrow. We might not, I might not be a powerful figure in football, but I'll pester you publicly or otherwise that you have to have him in the Hall of Fame. Secondly, to the provincial government, I've seen it happen so much, so many times. When a player passes away, Relobisa Stadium. Why you wait for him to die, you call a stadium? He's been alive. Why wait? He's alive. Do it now, so that he can see it. His children can share the glory, the jubilant with him. Don't name anything, leave me alone, because I've always been like that. So I can tell you that, son, some of us who have a voice in the corner will fight for Chippa to be in the Hall of Fame. He has to be there. I mean, this guy, his contract, Barry, I negotiated it. His contract, personal terms, I negotiated them privately. He went to Leeds. I was involved. I've always been involved. And to the wife, I know you have a lot of anger in you about what they said to Chippa. One thing you must understand about journalists, it's a individual who writes. It's not these people. Look how many people are saying goodbye to Chippa. One person writes. We've been character assassinated. My career I've been character assassinated and being alive. And also Chippa, all the things they wrote about him were wrong. But you must understand, look at the byline. It says Mark so-and-so. He's one person who's got his own agenda. Maybe he was paid 100 rands. It's not a lot of money. So don't let those things destroy or disturb the love you have for Chippa. Nobody, it doesn't matter how much money you have, what Chippa did for this country, what Chippa did for all the clubs he played for, no money can buy it. Yes. No money. So we want to say to you, we're burying a legend here. Also to you, Buddha. When you appointed him to be the vice chairman of your organization, he was at my house in the morning to come and ask me, should I get involved? I said, yeah, get involved, there's nothing wrong. And he got involved. And for giving him that position, I want to say thank you, because all these players are like my kids. I mean, I buried Thomas Marikaki, I buried Sizwe Mutaung, now it's Chippa. I don't know who's next. But as long as I have the energy and the strength, I'll keep on coming. Let's not lose touch. And rest in peace, Chippa, and the family. Wish you the well.